Here with Parker Jefferson in Salem, Oregon, Capital City Classic. Parker just finished up the tournament. How did it go for you?
Good. I think it was a great just experience for me and the team just to get out here and kind of get our first, national tournament out the way and just kind of build off of what we came into the tournament with. So I think we had a really good weekend. Wish we didn't drop a game, but it was a great experience for me and my team.
Just had a great last game, man. Like you personally, tell me a little bit about your preparation and how you kind of came into this tournament.
Yeah, it's crazy because really just every night, whether I score 30 or I score 10 or whatever, it's just I'm trying to come in and impact the game no matter what. So, I kind of focused on my rebounding a lot, and then, the points just kind of came in. So, I kind of had some open looks. My teammates were getting me some shots. So, just kind of my night. But, that's a good thing about our team is every night you don't know whose night it's going to be. So I'm just, I try to stay ready and knock my shots down and just be ready when the ball comes to me.
We talked to you almost 2 years ago. Tell me how your game has grown since the last time we talked to you in March 2023.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was a maturity standpoint. I went through my injury and kind of had to learn from that as well. But, just coming in as a senior on this team, new new look. I think just me growing as a leader and being somebody who needs to enforce, what coach wants to see on the court, I need to be that person on the court. So I think that's been my main focus. But, coming in, trying to show my versatility. That's what I've been known for a while. And just trying to up my rebounding numbers for sure, because I think that's something where I need to improve. And obviously my defense needs to improve for sure.
Talk a little bit about the press as well. Like that seems to be something so prevalent with this Inglewood team.
Yeah.
Like, how has it been adjusting to playing that way?
Yeah, this is my first year ever pressing. So, it was tough for me when I first got out here. Kind of didn't know the rotations. I'm still learning the rotations. But I think, big men don't really press a lot. So getting to learn how to press and getting to learn defensive rotations is good for me. And I think for our team, that's kind of what defines us is our press and our pressure. So I think that's kind of what leads to us getting open transition buckets and kind of, making teams be more hesitant with the ball whenever they're passing. So I think the press is kind of our definition of what we like to do.
I've noticed just watching you, you're a really good communicator. Is that something that you've kind of always had, or is that something that you've more developed over the years?
Yeah, I think I've always been a talkative kid, so that kind of helps when you're always used to talking. It's not really anything where I feel like it's abnormal that I'm doing. But I feel like definitely this year I've tried to up it. I still need to talk a little more, but I want to be that leader on the court and the coach on the court where, if anybody doesn't know what they're doing, I'm here to, emphasize what you need to be doing, and I need to hear, I need to hear them communicating, but it's me on the backside, especially in the press, that I need to be communicating. So I'm just trying to be that guy that's always talking that you always hear.
Awesome. Talk a little bit also, you're in Texas the last number of years.
Yeah.
You go to Inglewood for that last year. What led to that decision to come out to California?
Yeah, just transpire kind of, my dad getting a new job opportunity out in California. He does stuff with the farm and we sell steaks. So just, that kind of opening up, and I knew Coach Crow, and I played with J2 at the Nike Elite 100 in 2023. So just got to meet them, and, Coach was talking to my mom the whole time. We got to meet, and then I went to Slovenia and played with them. So just ever since then, we've kind of had a bond, and I kind of knew, coming into the summer, if we were moving to California, this is definitely going to be where I was going to go. Just love Coach Crow and what he stands for, and the whole coaching staff. And I get to play with my guy, Jay, too. So.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Talk a little bit more about you and Jason Jr., your relationship, and what it's like playing with a scorer of his caliber.
Yeah, he's the greatest scorer I've ever been on the team with. It's something that you really just got to let him do it. You can't really limit him. He's there, and he's going to score. So I think, it's great playing with him. You can tell we're going to have a special chemistry with each other. That's like my brother. So I think just getting to play with him, getting to play with somebody who can take up most of the points. So I need to find other areas to support him in that. So I think it's just been great learning how to play with him and just learning who he is as a person.
Awesome. Committed to Minnesota. What led you to thinking that Minnesota was the right place for you?
Yeah, I just never been to Minnesota before. Went out on my visit, and I kind of had a feeling when I was there that this might be a place where I'm going to call home. All the way down, from the coaches to the players to just the university itself and the facilities. I just felt like I was wanted, and I felt like it was somewhere where I could go and I could thrive. Obviously, it's a little different weather-wise in Texas, but I feel like, it's something that's not hard to get used to. So I really like the layout of everything.
What's the coach's vision for you at Minnesota?
He expects me to come in and play some minutes. So I think I just need to get ready to have that role and come in and be the best version of myself. But, they like my versatility. So me being able to catch it in the mid-post and do opposite side actions to where I can get a backdoor pass or whatever. He just likes that I can have all those areas where I can impact the game. So I think that's their main focal point on me.
Anything at your visit that kind of stood out for you, or like a place you're kind of wanting to go back to once you get to campus?
It was just everything. It was my first time there, so it was a lot to take in. But I think everything stood out, just from the coaches, how cool they were, and just the family aspect of it. The players all had great things to say about how they like it, how they like the coach. And it's just a special place. Like, you can go to a place and you can kind of feel the energy where it's special, and, it's a different vibe to where they fully support the university. So I think that's somewhere where I would thrive at.
Excellent. What's kind of been your key in terms of college preparation as far as both skill development and strength training?
Yeah, just, trying to focus on the high school year first to get that over with. But for sure, just trying to get stronger, get in better shape. And I think just what I need to do is just, build my mindset up, because coming in as a freshman and playing a lot is not easy. And it's more of a mental wear down than a physical. So I think that's just kind of where I need to build myself, get a little mentally stronger. But that's really it.
Nice. Last time you talked about video games. What have you been playing lately?
Man, hey, I've been whooping up on the guys in NCAA in the hotel rooms for sure. I haven't been playing much. When I do play, I play NCAA. I've been on the OG Fortnite lately, and I like to play Call of Duty. So just games like that.
Who's your team in NCAA?
Anybody. I do random teams. I'd probably say between Oregon and Alabama.
Good
Two
stuff.
Great teams. Yeah.
Awesome. What else have you been up to off the court?
Really just, trying to get ready for college. It's crazy. I'm already here. It felt like a couple years ago I was a freshman, and it just went by like that. So I'm just trying to soak up this last year with my guys and the team and all the coaches, and just getting this new experience. But nothing much. Really just been in the gym working.
Have like a major that you're zoning in on?
Agricultural business, somewhere in that field. Minnesota has a great agricultural business program, so I think that's probably going to be my first option. But if not that, definitely something in agriculture or business.
What's a quality you feel you've gotten from your parents?
I just feel like both my parents went D1, all my siblings went D1, so I feel like just kind of the understanding of what it takes and understanding of what I have to get to. I think that's kind of what I've taken from my parents. My dad is hard on me, so I think that's just something that I've been able to accept.
Awesome. And what's one thing that you, Parker Jefferson, do that most impacts winning?
I would probably say just being able to do everything on the floor. Whether if I have an off scoring night, I can rebound. If I'm having a scoring night, I can pass, or if they're doubling, I can pass. So I just feel like, what I bring to the game is just you never know what you're gonna get, because it's really just what the defense gives me. So I feel like I'm kind of a wild card. Like, you really don't know what's gonna happen, but I feel like I bring that, and I like to, kind of showcase that.
And do you have a message to University of Minnesota fans?
Man, be ready. I'm ready to come in there and make an impact. Hopefully, we have a nice crowd at the barn, and Sky U Ma.
Love it. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Parker.